Hello there. It's your boy, Tasty Cake. Yes, this is not Tasty Talk with Tasty Cake because it's not 5 o'clock, but it's still, we're showing it now. We're going with Tasty Conversations with Tasty Cake because with the conversations, this is me with the interviews, me actually taking part. I like Spill the Geek tea. I just let everyone else talk, let everyone else have fun. I go, okay. If I was making money, I'd be like Mr. Krabs. Ooh, money, 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 money. But anyway, so today, technically episode 4, yeah, we're going to bring in a friend of mine and a co-host on Spill the Geek tea in the past, Eternian Royalty, and I call this episode 3 weeks later. So let's bring him in. Eternian Royalty, my friend Mikey. Hello.
Hello, Reverend. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. I already have one person watching.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Yay.
Let's get it rolling.
And with that, like you said, let's get it rolling. So let's see. You been doing okay?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back to the normal life. Like you said, 3 weeks later, the San Diego Comic-Con high is finally leveling out back, getting back to real life, right?
Oh, before I forget, what's after San Diego Comic-Con for you?
So San Diego Comic-Con, the original people that threw it made a con called San Diego Comic Fest. Last year it was in November. That would probably be the next con that I'm going to try to go to. Wow. It's very small. It's like kind of grassroots feel to it again. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it. Used to be PowerCon, right? Hopefully PowerCon comes back, and PowerCon's typically in September. So that's what used to be the follow-up to San Diego Comic-Con, but obviously the past few years that's gone away. But I hope it can come back and be successful going forward.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. PowerCon. What was PowerCon?
That was a Masters Universe convention. It used to be in Southern California for many years, and then he moved it back to Ohio because that's where he lived. Oh. So it's in Ohio.
Oh, well, at least San Diego Comic Fest. I like that.
Yeah, San Diego Comic Fest was a fun. I went there last year for the first time, and probably 30 tables maybe. And it was very small, kind of banquet room. Had one panel room. Yeah, it was cool. Tony Washington, I don't know if you're familiar with him, artist. He does a lot of Masters Universe art. He was there. Larry Houston, who did artwork for Masters Universe way back when in the 80s. He actually created the character Geldor. I don't know if do I have Geldor over here? This character.
Oh, yes. I remember reading the original comic. I do have a couple of them.
This character was actually created by Larry Houston in that original mini comic way back when. So I actually, speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, I took one of these and gifted it to him and had him sign one for me. Oh, actually, this is the one. Let's see if you can see his signature there.
Oh, yeah.
And then he actually signed because he's like, oh, you can't see that one so well. Let me sign the back too. So he signed the back. So, hey, you sign it as many times as you want. And I see we got Sight Beyond Sight in there. So hello, Sight Beyond Sight. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see if I can get this thing back in there nice and properly now. But yeah, the San Diego Comic Fest, it was really cool. It was very, that very intimate con feeling. That's what I like. I like that. Like, it's cool to have that massive con every once a year. But then when you go to those little ones and you're seeing friends and very niche people that it's like, how many people go to see Larry Houston other than, X-Men. He did X-Men, the animated series. So actually, I would say a lot of people do see Larry Houston, but I go there specifically for him for the one reason. So.
Yeah, it's a nice little, like you said, I would say boutique. So not boutique, that's not the right words, but
like a bazaar, right?
Yeah, bizarre. But still quite bizarre for. Let's see. Well, we're going to come back to San Diego Comic-Con because we're going to show your information. We're going to show all your stuff on your Instagram page. A few weeks ago, when I had wasn't feeling right because of people suck, and we were going to talk about your view on new Superman movie and how your opinion of it.
So I went and saw Superman opening day. I would say I was underwhelmed overall. I felt like, how do I put this? I don't want to be like negative towards it because it was a good movie. But if you go in there, and let's put it this way, I'm not a DC fan. I don't know Mr. Terrific or, whatever that guy's name was. That was definitely not the Green Lantern I'm familiar with. I know Hal Jordan. I don't know, what's his name? Guy
Gardner.
Hawk Girl, I'm very vaguely familiar with. So going into that, I didn't really know these characters, and they just kind of came out of nowhere. And I think they did a good job with what they were presented with. I thought it was really funny having Peacemaker had a little cameo in there. I don't want to do too many spoilers, right? But I mean, it's been out for over a month now, so if you haven't seen it by now, come on. I'd probably give it like a 7.5. I felt like the Superman was, I don't know, weak in a sense. It's like we went from Brandon Routh getting shot in the eye with a bullet and the bullet just bouncing off his eye to this movie opening with Superman getting his ass kicked and he's laying in the snow spitting up blood, right? So talk about a 180. Yeah. So yeah, that would probably be my overall opinion. I went to go see this Superman because it was the beginning of the DCU. I wanted it to invite me in, as I'm a huge Marvel fan. Okay, so just to give you more background, I love MOTU and Marvel. Those are probably my two top, and Star Wars. Those are my three major fandoms. I would say MOTU 1, Star Wars and Marvel kind of interchangeable for 2 and 3. But to go, I like Batman, right? And I like Superman. I just don't really follow the lore to the point of that deep into the comics. I never read the DC comics for Superman or any of that. So I was hoping this movie would invite me in as a nerd, for lack of a better word, right? As a nerd, but not necessarily as a DC fan. And it felt like it was doing a lot of DC service, which was great. I think that's why a lot of people do like this film, is because it did a lot of service for, I go in, I'm one of those people that watch all the Easter egg YouTubes, the new rock stars, the emergency awesomes and all. And I go and I watch those afterwards and go, oh, okay. So that's why that's there and things like that. So it definitely did a lot of service for the fans. I just felt, as someone that went in not knowing that stuff, it just felt quick. It felt rushed to kind of pile in a bunch of stuff.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that before. People were saying it was rushed. You gave it a high number. There are people high and low. My coworkers, he was in the middle. But he did say, pick a lane. And the girl Hawk Girl, she was Dora the Explorer at one time. So, she
interesting.
has grown up.
I know her from The Last of Us. I was watching that Last of Us show.
Last of Us, yes. Now that's a segue.
Pedro Pascal.
Okay, but for me, I didn't see it because I just don't go out movies. I really want to go to the spoilers. Microsoft MSN said the X-Men movie may come out before Secret Wars.
Interesting.
Then you popped in, so I said, okay, I'll look at it later. We'll hear everything about that later. New, younger team of X-Men here and there, because you had to have them in Secret Wars. I have the trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
So I bought the Secret Wars 2. Yeah. And the whole Doctor Doom thing. But Superman, I was very particular. Thing kind of got me. I as a toy collector, I collect everything. But this one I got off a DC shop before I got the email from one of the movie theaters that said, "Oh yeah, now we have it available." So I was like, I had to get this popcorn bucket. Nope, it's been used as a placeholder or a stepping stool for all this other crap.
Is it supposed to be like a newspaper stand? Is that what it's supposed to like? Obviously, it's a popcorn bucket, but is it supposed to be like a newspaper stand with
the old-fashioned? Yeah, let me move the mic, Mike. And
oh wow, and it's metal. Cool.
And move the little latch, and inside you can switch out the front page, fill that sucker with popcorn. Well, leave it be with Superman. And well, just like will I see it? Will I wait for it on DVD for $5? Of course I will. To see how Supergirl is, to see.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Like, I guess I've, again, as not that big of a fan, my impression of Supergirl has always been from the CW, right? And then to see this iteration, I was like, what is going on? What is going on? And yeah, I think that's where this movie succeeded, is like, if you're a dog lover, you're going to love this movie. Sight Beyond Sight hits it right on the nose. Like, Crypto added some great comic relief.
It was all CGI.
Right. Of course, everybody, it's like, I see my dog in Crypto that same way. Like, that's kind of, he really captured that playful dog spirit, which if you're a dog lover, you love it.
Where's my dog?
Right? I'm like, I closed the bedroom door, so he's probably whining to try to get in here.
What about Kenny? I didn't see Kenny's dog the other night.
Yeah.
But so I'll wait for Superman. Supergirl's interesting. I mean, Nathan Lane. I think that's Nathan Lane. I get the names mixed up, but Guy Gardner, I knew him from before. He was a captain in Firefly and Serenity. So for all
that's
those,
that's right. Yeah, that actor.
So everyone that loves him, and even from The Rookie, which on ABC. So the look on his face is Guy Gardner. Yeah, Guy is a straight up.
Right.
So just to look at and go, yeah.
And the haircut is supposed to be terrible. I know, like it is terrible, but I get that they even make the joke about it in the movie. It's a terrible haircut.
When they introduced a Guy Gardner as Hal's. Let's see, it was John Stewart was Hal's replacement at one time, and then Guy was the replacement. Then everyone hated him. Batman broke his nose in Justice League International comic. He lost the ring. He got a yellow ring, so he had his own thing, own comic. Then he finally came back to. Comics go so far and everything. So that's why the lore for anything is always going to be different from movies to the comics to TV shows. And so what he said was Supergirl was drunkenness. Like, what? I see Hawk Girl's like, she's so beautiful. Or a clip I caught when she asked Hawkgirl, said to Guy, "Let's bring him in." It's like, with that mug, who's going to join in the Justice Gang? Justice Gang, I like that. You're in. I thought that.
Right. Right.
Yep, Guy Gardner. Yeah.
Yeah, with the what's the guy that changes into all the? I can't even. I'm like, it's been so long. Metamorpho. There you go.
And Mr. Terrific. Mr.
Almost
Terrific
like
was
Morpheus, and I'm
Justice
like, I know
Society.
that ain't right.
Guy and Metamorpho, they were Justice League. Hawkgirl, her. I would see, because they did a lot of things in Justice League, the cartoon, Justice League International, and Justice League Unlimited, all this stuff. The spinoff of Superman. So they bring her in. Yeah, perfect. I like her. Just trying to go up the top of my head. And Mr. Terrific, he was Justice Society, but it's bringing people in, trying to introduce things. So
right. I was gonna say the last Justice League thing I remember watching would be Super Friends, right?
The Super Friends, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman are in the Hall of Justice. I'm Ted Knight. Truth, justice, and something for all mankind. Challenge of the Super Friends. So yeah, those are times there. And
you got that voice down pretty good.
Thank you. My name is Ted Knight. He was in Caddyshack. Ted Knight was excellent. Was such a hilarious actor. But also in Superman was the man who played Lex Luthor, who was in. He played Beast in the failed X-Men one. So that's leads that Marvel thing.
The Fox X-Men franchise.
Yes. The Fox Foul X-Men. But you said Pedro, so you let in Last of Us, which included Pedro Pascal, which I like Pedro. There was something to talk about. Why is Pedro Pascal in here? Like he doesn't go against the norm, does he? He doesn't raise his voice about anything. So he's a perfect actor. It's like, well, I am too if I can remember my freaking lines. I won't say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, I think you should do that. No, I will do what you want me to do and put me in roles too.
It's crazy how much, he's been around for obviously a while. The first biggest thing that I can think of that I remember him from was when the Kingsman sequel, and he had that whip and everything, and he had the cowboy look going on, and I was like, oh, this guy's freaking badass. But yeah, there you go. Sight beyond sight. Just put it on right now. So that's the problem. I call it the Chris Pratt syndrome. Become overexposed. I loved Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec, and then all of a sudden he blows up, becomes Star-Lord, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. He's great. But then he's the voice of Garfield. He's the voice of Mario. He's in freaking Jurassic Park. He's in all these other movies that I could sit here probably 10 minutes trying to look them all up, but he became so overexposed that it was crazy. And now same thing with Pedro. I mean, Jesus.
Well, Chris, he was with Anna Faris, and she enjoyed because she was the top name, and he was just on there. So she fed him. But then when he started becoming up to that level, she didn't like that.
Right.
That's the truth. I mean, okay, Anna, I'll do whatever you say. Take me, Anna Faris. Take me, please. I won't go against you. I'll be like Chris was, and I'll be like Pedro. Say, sure, everything is fine. Because we both have the same thing. But mine is just, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, where are these pretty women coming after me? Not fair.
Yeah. So I completely agree. Pedro is definitely overexposed. I still like him as an actor, though. He pulls it off. Obviously, Mando, his face is covered quite a bit. Did he take it off last season or whatever? Yes. But still, for the most part, he is wearing the helmet. So you're just hearing his voice. I thought he played an excellent Joel in The Last of Us. I didn't see Pedro. I saw the character. And I think probably the Fantastic Four would be the first time where I really was like, okay, I'm seeing a little bit more Pedro than Mr. Fantastic, but he pulled it off.
Okay. Yes, there was it'll probably pop up sooner or later, but there was a meme that had Pedro was driving the car and Nicolas Cage was there in the driver's and the passenger side. And look on Nick's face, and then there's Pedro going.
Yeah, he's just and Nick's just like,
and the clip they used was, well, the system is broken, needs to be fixed. And for Pedro was, no, the system is right, it needs to be destroyed. The system is working perfectly, it needs to be destroyed. It's like, yes, the look on their faces for those lines, I will never forget them.
Right?
The system needs to be destroyed, people.
That's actually a movie I've always meant to watch. It's like Pedro's like a Nicolas Cage super fan, and Nicolas Cage is actually playing Nicolas Cage in it. And it gets all crazy. Yeah, I've always been meaning to watch that movie, and I never got around to.
And the clips they had with Mama Cass, make your own music. It was just hilarious. But to see what Pedro does, like, yes, he's distracting all these people because he's very shy and he has anxiety. He's like, it's like, I could do the same thing, and I want Anna Faris as well. It's like, so you were comparing Fantastic Four with Superman. Which one would you choose more?
Fantastic Four, definitely. My biggest gripe with Fantastic Four is that it was short. It felt too short. Like there was a lot of stuff, I guess, I again, watching the new rock stars and all this stuff, I'm like learning. They cut out a lot of stuff that it was like, they should have just left that in. It would have been exciting to watch. I guess there was, oh my God, now I'm blanking on his name, of course, because I'm on the spot. But John Malkovich was supposed to play a bad guy. And now I'm blanking on the name. But John Malkovich was in the movie, and then they cut out his entire part. Yeah. And it's the bad guy who he controls apes with like mind control. And that's why in that one flashback scene in the movie, you see Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic attack that orangutan. And that whole little sequence was actually an entire, probably another 10, 15-minute scene that they decided to just chop. So I would have liked to see more. Overall, I thought it was a great movie. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 or 9. I really did like it. I kind of wanted it to connect more to the MCU, but I get why they made it. It's a standalone right now, and then eventually they'll get them there. But yeah, those were probably my two biggest gripes. Is, man, I wish they would have connected it more to our MCU universe, and I wish they didn't make so many cuts to the film. If they would have just left it at a longer runtime and had some little bit more action going on.
Yeah, we'll have it on the DVD, Blu-ray, Ultra.
Yeah, for sure.
Ultra K things.
Well, a lot of the scenes they said, I mean, they're obviously not done because there's how many visual effects there are, right? So you're going to see it, but it won't be in exactly. You're going to see sketches and computer model stuff as opposed to the fully completed scenes.
And the best thing for them to do is make the comic book 4 issues, 6 issues, and just complete the whole thing, so we get that whole storyline going on. So you're okay about the female Silver Surfer?
Yeah, it's comic accurate in a sense. What is it? Shalabal. Shabra. Silver Surfer's wife is a different universe. She took the mantle instead of him in that place.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm okay with it. I thought she did a great job with it too. I thought she played a perfect sentient being that was just like I'm here to tell you I herald your world. Hold your loved ones tight.
Because I haven't heard any backlash because I have no problems with these things. It's a movie. Enjoy it. It's not real life. She's not going to come out and say, "Hey, yeah, that actually happened to us." And say, someone go, "Hey, where's the dude? It's over there. It's supposed to be a dude." Then she'll automatically kill them. That'd be funny as hell.
Look what's happening right now with the, I'm wearing this today, right? The Masters of the Universe, the movie, right? Look what's happening in that as of today. And all these middle-aged men's bitching and whining about a robot's sexuality. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So, it's the fandom of those kind of guys. It happens.
It's also
gender swap. Oh, it's woke.
And say, "Oh, wait a minute, Man at Arms is him, and Tila is her." It's like, well, Tila's very hot. Oh my god, when she dyed her hair red, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, with Cami Mendez or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and for Sorceress to be that, what's her name? Oh my god, I loved her as well. So.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm like blanking on all these actors' names.
When we get to it, like He-Man was a wrestler.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because she's done everything. I've always loved her. When she did Gotham, and she met Jim Gordon. So right. Two beautiful people. And they got together in life. They're having a family. That's the way it is. It's just that it is. Oh,
I hope so too. I have a good feeling about it. I'm never going to be negative about it. Do I feel like Kristen Wiig is an odd choice? 100%. But I kind of like it. I was like, you know what? Like, it's just her voice. We've seen women voice in Dragon Ball Z, the voice of, and it's usually kids, like, right? And Bart Simpson and Goku, right? The young Goku. But Robato's a fun character that I think that Kristen Wiig can bring a lot of fun with.
Well, the whole thing we go by sticks. So he can't say, "Domo arigato, Mrs. Roboto." I don't think so. Someone's going to make that comment. It's like,
someone gave me the comment, "It's Roboto, not Robata."
Yes.
When was Roboto Spanish and then it mattered O or A, really, to determine the...
When did robots... Well, Transformers is one thing, but still, yeah.
Transformers, right?
So we've introduced Alita 1 and RC. It's like, okay, fine. It's like, well, they're robots. They're sentient, though.
But yeah, to get back to Fantastic Four, I mean, Galactus looked amazing, especially after, back in the day, only seeing this cloud. To actually see the visual of him was really cool. He looked great. And the visuals overall, I thought looked great. Mole Man, again, another actor. I'm blanking on his name. I always call him Stingray from Cobra Kai. He's a funny guy, and I thought he brought a lot of comic relief to the Mole Man character.
You have to, because it's based on original concept. Oh, I'm Mole Man. Okay.
Right. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed Fantastic Four more than Superman. Again, I'm a biased person in that regards, where I like Marvel a lot more. I enjoy the MCU. I was hoping, like I said, wanted it more connected to it, but it did well as a good standalone. But again, I liked Thunderbolts back in early in this year. I enjoyed Thunderbolts, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, that movie was terrible." It's like, I enjoyed it. Was I bummed that a certain character got killed off pretty quickly? Yeah, but whatever, comes with the territory, right?
And what they say, I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying that, did I keep up the button for spoilers? Let's see. Spoilers.
There you go.
It said online that Reed Richards will be leading the Avengers. So with the Avengers of old and Avengers of new, the Thunderbolts. So he'll be in charge. Like, why are you in charge? Because I'm Pedro. It's a me, Mario. I see him as Mario from the Saturday Night Live sketch. It's a me, Mario. So he can play anything. And what's his name? In Thunderbolts, the Red Guardian. The Red Guardian?
Oh,
not Red Guardian, is it?
Yeah, Red Guardian.
He shaves his head. He has a full head of hair. They were friends in like high school or college. So when he took off, Pedro's like all of a sudden skyrocketed. So they have respect for each other. So to see them together, they're going to have fun. The one thing they missed with Iron Man and Doctor Strange, they could have thrown it in there, or just even a little side thing. No, Sherlock.
Right. Oh, Red Guardian. His name's David something. David.
Yeah.
David.
I remember the David part, but they've been friends forever. So to have them in the movie together, see how they're going to interact, that'll be fun.
Man, if there was a trivia with actors and actresses right now, you and I'd be failing pretty bad here tonight. Like, it's that guy, David Harbour. There it is. Okay. Right? Am I right? I think that's right.
Sounds right.
And then he's Hopper in Stranger Things.
Oh,
some more Pedro.
Maybe it'll be a quirky Roboto and so more Pedro. Yeah. Because he doesn't, like Gina, the girl from who was in The Mandalorian. She rose against everything about wearing the masks for COVID,
right?
And now they settled the lawsuit so she can come back if she wanted to.
Oh, really?
So I saw that the other day. So just people need to don't
That'd be
say
interesting.
things.
I'd love to see it because obviously they're doing that movie now, right? With Mandalorian and Grogu. Like that'd be cool to have her in the movie.
It's like
see what she's
give you this much money.
This is what she's been up to.
Yeah. Just throw it, because if she's welcome back, does she want to come back? Well, let's see how much you want to come back for. Right. Give her the damn money because we want to see her back there for the movie and have fun with it. But those are in the head and know things should not say things. Hence why all these actors, that's why Pedro is there and Chris is there, because whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. I'll do the same things. Like, I don't care. If someone asked me a question, I don't care. Why you ask me something stupid for? I just go straight out like that, because I know of podcasters that said too much on other shows and internally destroyed their show. And it's just kind of like, how is this thing going on?
Right.
And those that say things in private, like, well, keep it down a bit. Don't talk about it. When I say no politics, I mean, we're not going to do that. Religion I'll bend a bit because I'm a real reverend, but I'm just playing with them, just throwing out ideas. But politics thing, friends, you found out this, then that. It's like, oh, no. We stick with entertainment, and even within the entertainment, we hear about things or know about things. I don't care. Just keep it to yourself. We want to keep everything happy. That's why my other co-host, Dave Chapman, has, I'm going to throw this out too. He does the Happiness Patrol because he does the recordings. He's going on Star Wars. He's already done, his cousin, friends, a couple of them I do know as well. They did episode 1, 2, 3. They're going to jump into, I think he said Solo. I'm sure he said Solo. And then Rogue One, then episode 4. They do all this stuff. They just have fun with it. He just sits back.
They're kind of doing like chronological timeline as opposed to the actual movie timeline.
Yeah. I think it was either his cousin or his friend went with, well, there's this way of watching it. And there was another way of watching, which even what I never heard of that one, but we know you go by 4 or 5. You can probably skip 1, 2, 3, Do you want to count Solo? Do you want to count Rogue One now? 5, 6. That's you get
Well, I
the
finished
whole.
watching Andor season 2, and then I felt like I needed to watch Rogue One again after it because it was like it leads right up to it. Like, oh man, it's like Rogue One is now season 2.5 of that show.
That's the whole thing, and it still bugs me about Vader's outfit. When he appeared in Episode 3, he had the chest piece over like he was in Episode 5 and 6. No, Episode 4, they did that one way, had the robes covering, which is pretty odd and weird, and he had the red lenses, but Rogue One fixed that. But Episode 3 did that thing, and Episode 4 made it proper. I loved Rogue One. I don't have to watch again because it's all in my head. But if it came on, of course I'm going to watch it. Episodes 7, 8, 9,
yeah.
Sticking in the background.
It exists, that's all.
Yeah. Disney did it. They took out the Shadows of the Empire. That just...
Yeah.
Let's see. So we've discussed Superman, Fantastic Four, even some Star Wars. And now let's cover into MOTU, which is basically... We're going to go into your right stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. Let's bring up your page here. Now, let me do one thing first. Who left me a message? Oh, that's for my crush. I sent her some stuff. Oopsie. Oh, I went back to this chat. Okay, go back to your page.
I mean, I will preface the San Diego Comic-Con experience with MOTU-wise. I was kind of disappointed. There was definitely a presence, but it wasn't as big as I was hoping with the movie coming out next year. I thought they were going to be pushing the hell out of it because the movie comes out June 5th next year, right? So that's going to be before San Diego Comic-Con 2026. So... being that they did that first one right there where it says Comic-Con, that's going to be the start. Yeah. So that's like me announcing like, hey, Comic-Con starting, follow along. So yeah, I was kind of bummed out about the fact that there was no panel for the movie. They didn't even they gave us a title screen, right? That's what they gave us. And then they had this tease of the Eternian language. That was the big tease. But I would have loved to seen what I guess there was a CinemaCon 2 months prior to this, like back in, I want to say it was like April or May, where they showed concept art for Battle Cat. They showed Skeletor from the waist down. Like, why didn't we get to see that at Comic-Con? I thought for sure they were going to show that kind of stuff during a panel, or even have like a split, like Amazon MGM could have showed, because I think they're doing that Wiley E. Wolf versus Acme movie. Like it finally got taken out of freaking developmental hell and is going to be produced. But they could have had that / MOTU / there's another movie I think that they're doing that they were promoting. They could have had all three within the hour and just give like 20 minutes to each thing. So
did you say Wiley Wolf?
Wiley E. Wolf. I don't remember his name.
Wile E. Coyote.
Oh,
Super
Coyote.
genius.
There you go.
I love the way that sounds. Wile E. Coyote. Super genius.
I'm gonna say I don't even remember him ever talking, so I'm curious how they're gonna pull that off.
So the whole big thing of the Comic-Cons, San Diego, New York is coming, so will they fix that? Most likely, because of all the fans saying, why in the hell didn't you say something at San Diego Comic-Con? Oh, we're trying to push the Snake Lair. There's no excuse. We're trying to push the Castle Grayskull. It's just a repaint, and the price went up again. I saw it yesterday on Amazon.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, back to $125, $35.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at that after this stream and see if they changed my price back to that price.
No, if you ordered it at that price, You're price locked.
But I didn't. I ordered it at regular price, but then when it went on sale, my price dropped.
Oh,
So I wonder if it dropped, if it stays the drop.
I think it. I think it does, but again, it's Amazon. He's a billionaire. I know people that work over the Amazon down there.
That's weird.
But I'm going to believe once the price went down, you're going to get it for that price. They're not going to jip people, because it was that you put it in there, price drop, you're locked in. If I got it at the time, sure, but I didn't, so I lost that, like ordering snake lair. So because I did not put it down, because I'm not okay. So everyone that did the pre-order, everything else, they're locked in for those exclusive figures. Now, looking when I was on your page, it was
for Lady Slither, like
Lady Slither. So today you can't get Lady Slither.
Correct.
But for like Eternia, when we did that whole thing, so okay, we got King Grayskull, we got MOTU, we just couldn't get that third figure, which is
Keklar.
Yeah. Now I just want to get
Site Beyond Site puts I ordered the initial price too. When I ordered it, when it went down, I ordered it again and canceled the original. See, Site Beyond Site, I was going to do, I literally was in the process of doing that, and when I clicked on my original order, it gave me the sale price, and I was like, oh, I don't have to cancel it? Sweet. Okay. So I left it and didn't do that because I thought I was going to get it at the sale price. So I'll throw a hissy fit for sure if all of a sudden, you know what? Are you okay with me just checking that now? I'm curious to know. Let's see.
Go check. I wouldn't think he would do that to people. Well, he would do other things, yes, because, people with money, but for someone to order something like that, it's not like a Target thing, which, it's not cancel con from Walmart or Target being the way they're doing things again. Oh, sorry. And when Kenny talked about that, they're going to probably wait one more time before they cancel out everyone's orders.
The sale price. The sale price is $107.99, right?
Yeah.
So that's the price it's at right now. Okay, so it didn't raise it back up. You're right, Tom. There's no raising it or anything like that.
So he did the nice thing by,
so
you already put the pre-order in. You're locked into whatever price. I think that was it. It was always
the
a guarantee.
Lowest price it hits, I guess, right?
Yeah, lowest price guaranteed.
Yeah.
So for some bizarre reason, it drops down to $99.99. That's
sweet.
I had coupons somehow, and I got Castle Grayskull with everything else for $80. I thought it was less. Some people found it at Target for $35. I was like, man, I wish I did that, but my Origins Castle Grayskull is in storage right now, so that's all I'm sticking to.
All my play sets except my vintage are in, all my Origins play sets are in storage, I should say. Everyone was kind of upset about Fright Zone being delayed till September, and I'm like, well, it's just going to end up in storage anyway, so I'm fine with Mattel holding on to it for a few more weeks.
So do I go left or right? Oh, sorry, I didn't. I go right.
There we go. So this is what we got from the movie. We got the title, which I ended up getting the shirt. It shows you all the different ones. And then the very last, there, that was Eternian, that very last one.
Hey.
This one, I was a part of this is a collab post with Toy Sorceress and the Baroness of Toys and Mega J and Toy Habits. I was there with Danny Green. So Danny and Jay came out to Comic-Con. They're promoting El Dragoon, amazing comic that they're trying to do the comic and eventually into action figures. It's about a luchador and the kind of luchador wrestling meets Dragon Ball Z meets Street Fighter. Like, very cool. Definitely give them a checkout. Like, go check out their page. It's ldragoon.com.
Hey,
yeah,
CJ.
They're starting a Kickstarter here in a few months, and I definitely want to support it as much as possible. Yeah, so this place is called Frankenson. It is a giant warehouse. Like, think of Costco, but instead of goods, it's all like vendors. And most of these vendors overprice their shit. Like, it's crazy how much. This particular place is called Dark Helmet Collectibles. It's in the corner of the warehouse. They have 2 Wonder Bread He-Man. One of them is priced at like $5,000. Yeah, there's a Laser Light Skeletor. Like, they're priced to the point where it's like laughable. You know, like you think he just wants it there to be like a wow piece, right? And I don't think he really wants to sell it. Yeah, they have an original Ronald McDonald, like a lot of little photo op areas. They have the Toys R Us sign up there. It's a really fun place. They have all these giant statues from McDonald's Playlands back in the day. There's the painting from the McDonald Playland.
Yeah.
It's a really cool place. It's called it's a bit of about 20 minutes east of LA, called City of Industry. But yeah, Frankenson Collectibles. Very cool little spot to check out. They're open Friday through Sunday, and then I think randomly like Wednesday nights also. It's about an hour and a half drive for me to get there.
Oof.
So it's a trek. But yeah, my wife and I, we went up, we met Jay and them, because I mean, you know, Jay and Danny coming from Toronto.
Yeah.
I think Toy Sorceress lives in like the valley part of, even so that was, you know, with LA traffic, it probably took her as long to get there as it took me from San Diego. This is Flipor, so Mad Hatter. If you guys follow him on YouTube, Mad Hatter Reviews, he's unapologetically hilarious. He came up with this concept that's kind of a play on MOTU, where this guy's flipping toys. The whole idea came from him when the Origins Wondar came out and Mad Hatter couldn't get him, and all these scalpers got him. And he's like, man, it's like these freaking Flipper Franks came out of nowhere and swooped them all up. And then this whole line came out. And it's a fun line to collect. It's hilarious. So I ended up picking up those 2. And then I got the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive he actually did right there, where it's kind of a play off of Toys R Us, right? The Toys R Us, he calls it.
Toys R Us Con exclusive.
Yeah.
I remember Jay's said when I was on his chat, yeah, I would have liked the guy. And, you know, my memory, it's poor. So I missed out on the original figures. Oh, I was able to pick up a couple from Big Bad Toy Store.
Oh, nice.
So I got
I backed the Kickstarter with one, and then I ended up getting one from Big Bad also.
So at least I have the one version of him, and then the one bad guy. Okay.
The Flaker. I want to get the Flaker. I didn't get him, and now he's sold out everywhere. This was probably right before the convention I started putting out. I was getting all these Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot coming in. So just, you know, taking pictures of stuff that's new to the collection. The Invisible Skeletor there.
Blank screen. Oh, okay. For
It's
some reason.
Weird that it would let you do that.
Photo by Mikey, Eternian royalty on July 18th. Like may be an image of vulgar toy and text.
What?
Okay, that's how. That's you royal boob. Here, that's vulgar.
Oh, you're going that. So that's the thing. You're going to the past. That was on July 6th. I think you need to go the other way to start getting to the Comic-Con stuff. I was like, I thought I posted that. There you go. Yeah, okay. We need to go that way. So that one I got him the day of Comic-Con.
Saw him at Target. And
Yeah.
I have it. I ordered it through Target, so there's
I
one.
only got one because I knew this guy, much like the other 2-pack or the Horde 2-pack, right? The sketchbook is going to go on clearance, and then I'll get them for like probably $12, I would imagine, down the line.
Yeah. When Home Arcade did the whole thing of let's get back to when Home Arcade said he used it for Cyclops, I went and got one off of eBay, and then when I get to the antique mall, which the owner's very nice, one of these little shops I keep talking about, a little section, they're selling it for $5. I got two. What's his name's? Him.
Oh wow! For $5.
I got this. Yeah, I know this one I paid like $12 off eBay, and then I got a mint one
Is
for
that
$5.
Origins or yeah, that's Origins, right? Snout Spout.
Snout Spout. Yeah, so I say, okay, I second time it happened, I said, well, I'm gonna order off eBay, go back to the antique mall. Oh, it's sitting there. So this is the second time.
Yeah, I mean Walmart had him and Leech for $5 on clearance for the longest time. I ended up buying like eight of them back in the day and was like kind of doing raffles or not even raffles, like giveaways.
My target. So my idea for my scene would be just keeping sketchbook stuff the way it is. So we'll see.
This video was preview night. I didn't have a ticket to preview night, and I had a friend that was I have a friend that's a vendor there, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you like temporary worker badge to help me out." Well, I guess there's a limit on how many of those badges they give out, and my friend went too late and couldn't get one. I had already walked down to the con, and I'm like, "Screw this! I'm getting in there." So I won't tell you how, but I snuck in preview night and I made it inside. And this is me right in. I'm like, holy crap, I'm inside. Let me flip this around. And I was making my way over to the Mattel booth. And then I kind of do a quick overlook of the Mattel booth once I got inside there. But you could probably skip over. It's a long video. It's a live. So
yeah, I remember watching it.
Yeah.
Am I going this way? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And so then I started taking some photos inside there. I was really surprised at how many figures from this line that they showed off. This is apparently the first 3 waves of the Masters of the Universe 2000X line that Mattel is going to be doing next year. He wouldn't tell me which ones are which wave, but he said that it is 3 waves there. And then obviously some of the waves are missing certain characters, and you can kind of deduce from who's missing in these photos who those characters will be, right? So like Mega J and I were laughing and started the hashtag "Where's Tila?" So she's probably part of the first 3 waves, but they didn't show her. But from looking at these other figures, I mean, they look like they jumped right out of the cartoon. They did a really great job on these. The scale too, like the fact that Clawful he's massive. He's not your typical, these are supposed to be, I was talking with Sam, the designer of these from Mattel. He works on Origins and, all the MOTU stuff. And he was saying that this is kind of a progression. Like it went from Origins into that Thundercats is kind of like a new scale in a sense, the Thundercats crossover. And then this is like an evolution of that where it's going to be, for the most part, 6-inch figures. But obviously there's characters like Clawful, like Ram Man, like Beast Man that are going to be accentuated and larger because that's their actual scale compared to the other average characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that Zodak
Ram
too.
Man was
Ram Man's I think in the next post. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
there you go.
Robot
and Roboto. Speaking of, there's Kristen Wiig. Look.
Oh my God. Or a Transformer, or a suit from. Okay, yep.
Yeah, so he's the size of a Masterverse figure easily. He's over 7 inches tall.
Interesting. His wings are that way.
Yeah, that's how they were in the show. They were like jetpack wings.
Oh yeah.
And that Moss Man, he looks great. The only one that really is that Prince Adam. Prince Adam's face and kind of even He-Man's face was a little odd looking to me, but not terrible.
Skeletor's always been my main character.
Yeah.
So let's see about Tila. Aha.
Right. And this is what got me the most excited, that it was, as far as toy wise there, I would say. I love Dragstore. I thought he was a great Horde member. Obviously, I love the vintage line, right? Like that's what I collect here. And so seeing vintage figures redone is kind of like, ooh, to me. it's what gets me going, right? That's hits that nostalgia button right there. And right
and
here,
the ripcord too. So they, unlike they did what they did with, what they messed up with Road Ripper and turn him into Ground Ripper. They're giving Dragstore what he's supposed to do, the wheel, and go vroom.
Yeah. So again, I was talking with Sam. Sam said the action feature will work. So if you want to screw up your figure and get them all scratched up on the ground, by all means, go for it.
That's how you sell more and more and more.
Right. Yeah, you got to get 3. 1 to keep in box, 1 to have nice, and 1 to actually send them down the road. And then this was their new character, Stingor. He's okay. A lot of people, again, were wondering, where's Scorpia? Like, why bring out this guy when there's a Princess of Power already established character? But he's pretty badass looking. I can't deny that. He looked like he belongs right out of the 80s. And yeah, I like it. So I'll be picking him up for sure.
Yeah. Choice of clawful hand or his own little claws for both. So
yeah,
the choice is yours.
And then, so this is probably the biggest thing that they did do movie wise, is they had the Power Sword and the Havoc Staff there as the actual prop. And it was really cool to see. They'd let you grab the sword and take photos with it.
Wow.
The weird thing is in these signs, they talk about like how it was made and what it's made out of. So it almost made you feel like they're prompting, like, we might sell this as a quote unquote prop sword eventually. So that'd be really cool to see. But yeah, that was really fun to be able to hold the sword. And obviously it was very low, so you had to kind of kneel down with it. That was kind of awkward, but the concept art, what you're seeing behind it, is concept art for what Castle Grayskull's interior would look like in the movie. So right there, like that. Yep.
Kneel before Zod. The Havoc Staff.
Yep, there's the Havoc Staff. And again, like, I don't know if that's concept art for Snake Mountain or if that's what they're going to use. There had been no confirmation, and they wouldn't speak to that. So that part I don't know. But again, the little description there talks about what it's made out of and this and that. So it was very odd that that's what the description goes for, is like materials and how it was made.
Because there's always someone, well, scientifically, how do you make these things?
Kind of what it felt like reading it. I was doing a live and I was going to read it, and I'm like, this is boring. It weighs 72.7 grams of.
Mr. Homer Kane, how about you? Shut up, I don't care about it. This thing.
This is what we were just talking about. This is the repaint Grayskull. I feel like it's kind of lazy. I would have loved if they would have at least retooled the front of it to have that more protruding, more actual prototype face to it. getting the mat is really cool. However, I already own that mat due to a
Mhm.
fan that made them overseas. I have a
Mhm.
really good friend in Germany that was like, "Hey, this guy is going to be making these. Do you want one? I'll send it to you." I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want one."
Wow.
So I actually have that mat, and it was like a really nice thick foam. This kind of looks like a very thin carpet.
Mhm.
So the quality, I don't know, but I mean, it's cool that they did it. So, and of course, I have him already from Mysteries of Grayskull PowerCon exclusive.
Mhm.
But it's cool that people that don't have him, and how many people actually went to PowerCon or ordered back then, and now all these new people that are getting into MOTU will have the opportunity to get him. So I thought that was pretty cool to include him.
Okay. I thought that was the pig head, the boar's head.
Yeah, the boar's head. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. And still the lack of weapons. Not even the original set. That's
Yeah.
so they could have at least used the original mold for the 80s Castle Grayskull, at least for that. And the mat I bought from France. He came from France. The placemat for Snake Mountain, which I don't have. And then next week when I get down there, I'll look at all the stuff. It's like I wanted to have for Castle Grayskull because I have the idea. But we'll talk about that on another show.
And this thing is up for order on Amazon. We were just talking about it earlier. It probably will go on sale again. It was down to 107. Originally, when it dropped, it was 124. And then they dropped it down to 107. And that's kind of where mine's stuck. It's not even shipping until January. So plenty of time still to pre-order this.
And with Kenny, he's already printed out the third wall and making the fourth wall. It's like,
right.
Yeah, I already have a 3D printed model I got from India, and I just knocked my ducky over.
Sight Beyond Sight agrees. It should have been the vintage mold. He's also asking about Mondo. We'll get to Mondo. We'll get there.
Yeah. But all these, I just remember selling off because I had to get rid of Star Wars and this and that. It was like $35 for both Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull.
Right.
I think I'm never gonna get these again. Oh, Pac-Man fell over too. Okay, I gotta look for that later. Okay, everything's such a mess. It's like, but oh, wrong screen. There we go. Next screen.
It's another live. You can probably skip over it. It's just the same stuff. This is a co-op repost of the Masters going through when the con is closed, obviously, and getting a nice look. Now, the thing is what you're seeing right there, right? That's about what? It was probably about 10 square feet of space, if even, for MOTU. It was a very small space for a presence of something with a movie coming out. Now, obviously, the Castle Grayskull commands attention, but they've been having that Grayskull there for the past few years since Origins kind of came out. So, yeah, I don't know. I was hoping for bigger presence. And then the crazy thing is, if you let it run one more time, you'll see where they go through the Jurassic Park area, which the movie had already released, had a much, much bigger area. So they walk over here. Oh, I guess they keep it really close to the wall. But where they're standing right there behind her, like that's probably 30 or 4, like 3 times the size of what MOTU had as far as space.
That's again poor planning, but it's what was
just
decided.
weird they're promoting like past stuff, and maybe that's what's going to happen next year. The movie comes out, and all of a sudden it's going to just be this huge MOTU presence next year after the movie's already out.
But that's
Oh, there's me holding the power sword. There you go. So yeah, so they let you kind of pose with it, and that's really fun.
I found Pac-Man. Okay. That's Pac-Man goes back where it was. Pac-Man. Nope. Give me a second. Put Ducky over here, because otherwise I'll just go one day, my DeLorean disappeared. I said, "Hey, what? 88 miles per hour! I can never find it again." So I have the Back to the Future 2 just sit on top. Their wheels are horizontal. I'm good with that. So for me, just what a mess. Oh yes, I
These are
remember
the
when
Masterverse
Jay
ones.
and Danny were on Toy Habits, and Toy Sorceress was talking about how she enters the room 3 minutes before she gets there, something like that. Very buxom figure. I say, yes, that's one from my list as well.
Yeah, she's a good looking figure.
Oh,
and then there's Dragstore.
I like that.
I'm guessing this is going to be New Eternia Dragstore. If I were to take a guess.
Yeah, I think that was. So the look of the middle tire would work. Looks like the hands do work. So I just can't tell by the feet there. There's little holes there, but that one, like,
it's definitely not going to have the same like the Origins action feature, but I think the wheel will roll in his chest, and then he has the wheels there that you can pop off, and he has the extra hands down below. So he's got like wheel hands or regular hands.
Yeah, that's very unique.
Reminds me of Turbo Teen. Remember Turbo Teen?
Yeah, Turbo Teen. Transform to Turbo Teen. I like some of these. There's 4 figures. Adding him, her, and Prince Keldor. I said I was tired of putting him with a blue, so they gave him a white shirt.
Right.
It's like, yeah, it's the Skeletor type. But the next one, yes, I'm all into anti-Eternian He-Man.
I love he comes with the New Adventures short sword there that he like, his whole story, right, is he's trying to collect all the power swords of all the He-Man he murders. So that means he killed New Adventures He-Man already right there. Like, and then if you like Easter egg, I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but he has the movie sword behind the shield there, the new movie sword.
Oh,
so he already murdered Nicholas Gasoline there.
No zoom feature, but gave it a heart.
Oh, thanks.
I thought I did. Let me come back here. It's like that. Yep, already did. It's like definitely. But I like that. I love that helmet. It's like someone has to print it out, kidding, or someone has to design it and then print it out, kidding. And I love that.
Right.
It's awesome. The armor, because it's different. Like, wow.
Yeah, it's a good looking one. Mosquito. He's pretty cool looking. He's got different chest plates that can replace. So it's kind of a bummer he doesn't have the action feature, but they have one where the chest plate looks like it's like dripping, one where it looks like it's full, and one where it's empty.
Dripping. Oh my God. It's bad enough with the weird things going on in the world. What? Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's.
And then the Montana looks great. It's weird. He's got an eyeball at the end of his gun. I don't know. Yeah. I guess that was a thing. So.
What do we do? Give him an eyeball on his gun. Well, I can't give him any more eyeballs anywhere else, so let's put on his gun.
Right.
I hope I didn't put some ideas in someone's head. That's, I already saw that one, so on you.
That was me posting. I do have a YouTube. If you go to Eternian Royalty on YouTube, you can actually watch that video of me walking through the Mattel booth on preview night.
Aha. Mm-hmm.
And then, then I got the old Masters of the Universe Power Sword here. It says, coming to theaters. Oh, it's upside down. Only in theaters June 5th, 2026. It's got the Masters of the Universe logo there. Really cool. It's like a little bit like a hard phone.
So when it does come out, I'll ponder it. Mondo.
I'm like, you got me big still. What's going on? Da, like the dancing monkey on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, 2000X Mondo. These looked amazing. They literally look like statues that are articulated. It's the work that Mondo does is unprecedented. I met a gentleman named Tommy. He's like the lead designer on most of their MOTU stuff. And man, he's an amazing, talented guy. The work and the detail in these, that clawful with the base, it literally looks like a statue. It's pretty crazy how cool the 2000X stuff is. Wow. And yeah, some close-ups there. I mean, just the details in these figures is just next level.
It's Mondo. It's wow.
Right? Comes with the two little guys there. Now, the big thing is all of them say price point to be determined. They are supposed to release next month, so probably be finding out pretty soon what they're going for. Speculation is about $100, roughly, depending on character. I think that Clawful will probably be a little bit more, but we'll see.
Skeletor.
Yeah, they had a Skeletor and Man at Arms unpainted, but I mean, talk about a 180 from what Mattel is doing. Yeah. It is kind of odd that Mattel decided to do 2000X after giving Mondo the right to do 2000X. It's kind of like you're competing with yourself, which is odd. But when you look at it, obviously these look more like amazing statues, and this, when you look at the ones by Mattel, it looks like the cartoon that jumped out. These look like 2000X on steroids is the easiest way to put it. I don't know.
That's Skeletor. Oh my god.
Right? He looks so good.
Oh my.
And then this was the She-Ra and Swift one. Sight Beyond Sight, of course, says he'll be back, so he's missing out now.
Sorry, sir. Because what about
yeah, he was asking. So, I mean, I think it looks great. It's just too rich for my blood. It's much like Scare Glow and Scare Mare. They want what, $750 some odd for this. It's way too rich for me. I like She-Ra, but I don't collect Princess of Power stuff that crazy. Yeah, the cowl and I don't even know the evil cow's name. I couldn't tell you. I'm not that big of a Princess of Power fan when it comes to that stuff. And then the little pony too. The only thing I would say is that she looks mad in every single head sculpt. She looks like which I wish they would have had one where she was just more like smiley.
Looks like she has a blemish on her nose. That's why she's mad. I sit on my nose and I gotta go perform. She-Ra. Holy crap.
Yeah, that Swift win is just unbelievable. The details on those wings, the detail on the horse. I mean, it just blew my mind when I saw this. I ended up going back on the last day and I did a video walkthrough of the entire Mondo booth just because I wanted to give them the credit that they deserve for just the amazing work that they were doing there. Yeah, that figure there, I didn't even know what that was. I'm like, I've seen that before, but couldn't tell you. Yeah, and she comes with the bubble. So it's like the bubble power She-Ra accessories. This She-Ra is considered like their version of, how they did the deluxe He-Man and Skeletor. So this is like their deluxe She-Ra, right? She's got regular She-Ra. There's like the She-Ra that looks like the vintage action figure outfit. Then there's the Filmation looking outfit. And then there's this bubble power outfit.
I'm not sure about this.
This girl's like, I remember her. It's always funny to see the background people, just that little snippet of their life I just caught in the picture of them. I'm not even trying to get them.
Like, it's probably cost $1,000.
And she'd be right on the money for the most part.
And that little dude. Okay. Well, and that dude.
Looky, yes. Looky, I do know.
That's what Thanos Copter keeps putting in his pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looky. And then
And the extra heads.
where else is going to be? It's always available online.
And then this was the Mondo panel. I went live. It was kind of a bummer because they kept asking to turn down the lights, and then that was as dim as they made it, which made it very hard to see the screen. I wish they would have went a little bit, like cut off the front lights and then leave the back lights on or something, instead of just dimming them all. So it was tough to really capture it. You'll see in the next few photos just like how whitewashed like screenshots I took. That's a long video. You probably want to just skip over. You'll see the next.
Oh, there it is.
So there you go. But see how it's like, what is that? Who is that? So they announced Triclops, and I believe that's the 1/12 scale. 1/6 scale. The taller ones, right? They're normal size figures.
Oh,
did I put 1/12?
No, you put 1/6.
Okay, good. I was like, did I mess that up?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then this is Merman in the 1/12 scale, I believe.
Yeah. 1/12. He was trying to. Oh.
Yeah, so that's like the 2000X Merman.
Oh.
And then this is Ted Biaselli. Each year we kind of go and do a selfie together. He's talk about amazingly talented. Like he's a big exec for Netflix, and he's involved with Wednesday and a bunch of other shows, but he is a huge MOTU fan. He kind of had a lot to say he was in Kevin Smith's ears during the Revelation shows. Yeah, he's a great guy. There's my exclusive flipboard. Yeah, you got to go through. What the heck, Tom? You're not liking any of my photos? The problem with Instagram now is you don't get these people that I talk to. I'm like, I haven't seen this person in a while. And then I search and it's like they've posted like 5 posts. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, these are people that I interact. You would think the people that you interact with more, they would at least show you that stuff, right? But
Yeah.
Of course, they want you to see the new stuff and that people are doing and trying to grow other people. But it's like they should at least show you the things that freaking people you're talking to are doing. And I tried to turn on like alerts and stuff at least when they do posts now for people that I talk with a lot.
So you got that one. What's the top one? Spirit of Greed.
Spirit of Greed, I think, is something that's coming. It's not out yet, I'm pretty sure.
FlipboardCon exclusive, and this one's what's it? It says toy STLKR exclusive. Okay.
Oh, Toy Stalker. That's the
Toy Stalker exclusive.
That's the online retailer that he works with. I just don't think that's been released yet, though. It's coming.
That's Spirit of Greed. Yeah, it's. Here we go. The proper.
Yeah, and then this is the images they dropped during Comic-Con of Snake Lair, which got us all hyped up, right?
And Oz is complaining about it. I don't have the play features. Yeah, the other one looked like from freaking Play School, for God's sakes. Oh, look, I can do this.
That's why the other one had more play features, right?
Yeah, this is no place for it, but I like this. It's just simple. Oh,
yeah. This was the cosplay contest on. I want to say it was Thursday. They had a cosplay it was Friday. They had a cosplay contest. I was hoping more people would show up dressed up, but that's what we got. Yeah. I did try to go live on YouTube for this, and I was getting terrible reception. It was like so choppy. I put it up on my YouTube. You can try to watch it if you want. It's not the best quality, unfortunately. That's why I ended up switching and going for Instagram Live when they actually had the designer panel later that day.
And you are able to go to Instagram Live because you have over 1,000 followers.
Yeah, that became a thing, I guess, after I was well above 1,000, so wasn't affected by it.
I let some people in, and then and 50 of them went away. Like, jeez. Wah, wah. Yeah, well, whatever. Pythonus.
He's probably not going to be unlocked. Curious, actually. Let's see where we're at. Let's see. We are 90 backers away from being 6,000. We're at 5,910.
Wow.
11 days to go. So I think we'll back it. We're going to get the, what is it called? Chimera horse, the two-headed horse. We're going to get, if you backed it before the 14th, Lady Slither. But I don't see us reaching another 2,000 backers in 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks, to get Pythonus, which is a shame because he's a great looking figure. It's going to be the Keklar all over again. People are.
I mean, if they're both set in Preternia,
could be a 2-pack. Yeah, people were talking about that.
Just be a couple of years from now,
right?
Just like the Skeletor. Like, okay, why are you releasing it now? The turtle line is done.
Yeah, that's an awesome looking freaking horse, if that's what you want. Snorse. Snake horse.
Yeah.
Snarf.
Oh, Trish.
That's me with Trisha. Yeah, she's really cool, super laid back, and I was telling her about how I won that blade. I was like, when you called out my name, she's like, "Oh my god, that was you!" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, I was sitting there with my wife is also with me and right here, and I was telling her, I was like, my wife was like, "Yeah, he screamed out of nowhere." It was like freaked out our dog. So, oh look, I'm wearing the same hat too. Look at
that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was. We were cracking up about that and just being a MOTU fan in general. Had a good chat with her. And then these ones, lots of controversy around these ones. Apparently, mixed reviews.
I bought it.
I bought the Skeletor. I didn't get the Man-at-Arms. I'm not that big of a Transformers fan. Obviously, I watched the movies. I did watch the cartoon. I never really had any of the toys as a kid. They were probably too expensive for my parents at the time or something. I don't know. But I didn't have very many Transformers as a kid and just never really got into it in that way. And I understand that Sam probably had some limitations on what he could do as far as transforming. Yeah, look at it right there. Nope. No. So, obviously mixed reviews on these guys.
I like cool. It with the face mask on, though.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Like a Man of War, because I went with that way. And so this with Bumblebee mask, I was like, okay, so I'll keep with the mask on.
I'll get the He-Man Optimus Prime, and I'll get the Megatron Skeletor, and I'll be cool. Unless apparently Turtles of Grayskull are showing up at Ross now for $10, $11. So if these guys end up the same route, then maybe I'll pick up some if I find them cheap enough.
I wasn't lucky.
This was them revealing the snake layer at the panel, the design panel, and I was front and center. You can actually see me on the Masters Instagram channel. I'm right there front and center in their photo. And so, yeah, this is me taking pictures of the set once it was revealed.
Look at that's first one, second one. I like the cannon. Third one.
Little Battle Bones tribute right there.
Oh, that's a good thing. The word Battle Bones. We need to get Battle Bones.
Definitely. And there he was, which I'm like, man, I hope we get him, but it's not looking likely. This was him showcasing the little key at the top is actually like a, what are those called? Where you have your hands in there?
Yeah, the
iron shackle or something.
When I go back to Magic Kingdom next year, I'm going to see if that's still there, because you stick your head and arms like, wow, squirrel. If in doubt, say what Kenny would say, squirrel.
And I'm just trying to get some pictures of the interior there. Lady Slither's throne. And this all folds up. This whole thing folds much like Grayskull into like a suitcase playset. There's a little snake pit. If you push in the middle of that with your finger, the snakes will come in and trap whatever. It was a pretty cool little feature there.
And there'll be...
and of course the Iron Maiden there.
Oh yeah, Iron Maiden.
And the Chimera. I don't know how people. I've heard so many different people pronounce it different ways. And then there she is, a newly sculpted, obviously tail and head sculpt.
Yeah.
So yeah,
she's
cool to see.
But she's dead. I don't understand that part. Is she?
Yeah, this is like her like mummified version of her or something.
Ooh, freaky.
And so one of the days I kind of was like, oh, there's Eternian written on the sword. And I didn't realize it was upside down at the time. And I took a picture and I put it out there. I was like, all right, what does it say? And Dad at Arms actually figured it out. If you flip it to where the handle is actually at the top of the photo, it says Eternia.
Yeah.
In Eternian. And he was able to decipher that because Masters of the Universe, written in Eternian, has all the letters to spell out Eternia in it. I want to see if I did like. Yeah. I'm sure they'll drop out an entire alphabet eventually, right? But all we know is certain ones.
But they can do it. Really but they can do a Masters Eternia.
I got a shout out. I have a friend, Carlos, who got me a wristband to be able to go to the Dark Horse signing for Andra. They had prints there. So I had Tiffany Smith and, oh my God, what's his name? Tim Sheridan. I'm like blanking on all these people's names, of course.
Well, you got Tiffany Smith. What about the other three on the bottom?
Yeah, if you click on all their things, right, you can see. Yeah, there you go. Here, I have the dang print right here. Tiffany Smith. There was another. Tim Sheridan, Tim Seeley. Yeah, they were all.
Oh yeah.
Ted Biaselli was there.
Whew.
Yeah, really cool stuff there.
Holy.
Right, she's very pretty, right? So took a photo with her, and then I'm like, I feel stupid blanking on his name, but he's a great guy too.
Tiffany. Animated
that's Ted Biaselli.
Oh.
Rob David. Jesus, how did I forget that?
Squirrel. What?
Yeah. So those are the Iron Studios. $450, right? Crazy. There was him, and then there was a Hordak one. Howdy, people. Cyborg. Mike, what MOTU crossover would you like to see that they haven't done? If I'm being honest, I'm done with crossovers. I don't want to see any more crossovers. I mean, I guess might as well do G.I. Joe, right? And cover. They got Turtles, they got Thundercats, they got Transformers. You might as well do G.I. Joe, I guess. If you're gonna give me, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and be like, we're gonna do a crossover, which one? Okay, G.I. Joe.
Candyman has returned. Oh, Hordak.
Everyone wants to see Brave Star. Brave Star would be another good one.
Yeah.
This is me with Griffin. He plays our Orko in Revelation. He's the voice actor for Orko. Super talented guy. He's hilarious also. Yeah. We usually try to do a photo together too at the con. If I run into him, I'll be like, hey, let's get a photo. This is my live stream. Well, so I did a live stream on Instagram, but I also, bless my wife. I said, hey, can you film this on your phone too? Because she was standing right next to me. So she filmed the entire thing on her phone, which we then uploaded to my YouTube. So if you want to see it in a nice 4K, as opposed to my live stream where it's kind of, pixely and choppy here and there. But yeah, you can go to my YouTube, Eternian Royalty at YouTube, and check out that panel.
Yeah.
And then here's me with Mega J. We went to the YouTubers Unite at night. It was a fun little gathering, and Mondo was there and gifted Jay a Mondo Manny Faces, which hasn't released yet, right?
Yeah.
Along with a custom Mega J head, which like a bunch of them, but I guess they were misscaled. So that's why like one of them was scaled right, but then the other two, they're like these giant heads that were a little misscaled. So, but I mean, he was so taken back and over the moon. He was also, we were a little tipsy, but, we were so taken aback by the fact that he was gifted that. It was just so amazing. Yeah, there's Mega J as Manny Faces. Isn't that crazy? It's awesome, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's at scale. It's his figure of him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
so
I have my Doctor Who figures.
There's Tommy, the designer, actually, I was talking about earlier behind him, and then this is Jay getting it, just like looking like, are you freaking serious right now? Like he was so shocked. He almost was in tears, It was really cool.
I thought he was crying. It was like,
I mean,
oh my God, I'm crying too.
He was very close to it. I mean, I don't know if I actually saw a tear, but he got a little wet eye from the gift. It was really cool to see.
Can't see there's another arrow. Okay, that's it. Big old. Oh. I have to get that Manny Faces figure though. I can see what it looks like.
And then there was a cosplay He-Man and She-Ra, which was really fun.
She-Ra. Yes. And look at her tattoos.
And then that was the Sunday Mondo walkthrough. So yeah, that was pretty much my San Diego Comic-Con experience there. It was fun, man. I can't wait till next year already. I will tell you, I think I got to get probably going here pretty soon, Tom. I got stuff to do, but
did 90 minutes.
Yeah, I wanted to say, before we get going, I am currently working with Mega J. We're looking to possibly, this is still kind of up in the air, we're looking to possibly bring a MOTU convention to California. We're looking at venues. We're looking just at everything, basically, if it's a possibility, right? So stay tuned for that. That's kind of my big thing I'm working on. And more information to come.
Excellent. I appreciate you coming in, sir.
For sure. Yeah, we got to do this again. We'll get into, all this, and we can definitely, we'll chat again. I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
Get this. There we go. Take this beta thing off so I can show the whole thing here. So, Catch Mikey on his Instagram. Catch him on his YouTube channel. As you and I was, throw in people that came in. Sight Beyond Sight was banners. I'm looking at banners. Think outside my head. Okay. Candyman just popped in. Catch him on Instagram, of course. And thank you for Sight Beyond Sight. We're done, sir. But you catch the replay. It's only 90 minutes, not the whole 4 hours like I usually do. But for this show, everything taken care of. So got the interview with Mikey. Got to do packing for my trip next week. Everything is good. And I had an idea. Oh, yes, I was just going to say. So thank you all for being here and watching. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
And
thank you for having me again.
Thank you, sir. And there's the button. Thank you.
Thank you.